I never know if I should just leave my camera on or turn it on and off. Hi! Oh, Greenfield Village, 2012. Beautiful day. There's the train.
Yeah.
Oh, can you smell it? Oh, look at the pretty train. Is that what that is? It is. It is a wisteria. You hear it? They'll get mad at me if I get too close one day.
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you, Senator Cousins.
I'm certain that it is.
And on that, I just remember the meeting I have to attend. Henry, it was great to see you again. Miss Dunbar?
Pleasure as always would be invaluable. You see, Miss Dunbar, the senator was one of the first to understand the idea of manufacturing on a major scale.
True enough, Henry. You see, Miss, when we started, automobiles were manufactured by craftsmen. Cars were made one at a time by groups of men working separately.
The process was slow and expensive, and the cars were assembled with parts from all over.
The quality of our cars was spotty at best. So, around the rear view mirror perhaps, but I implore you to remember, Miss Dunbar, that we were building an industry from the ground up.
This one will do that once in a while. It's a two-speed transmission. Yeah, and your pedals control forward and reverse? Yep. This is a 1914. Oh, okay.
Well, I know a guy who can fix it.
It's my first trip of the day.
Yeah, I'll be darned.
Yeah.
Well, don't speed. We're enjoying it.
Okay. These things will go 40 miles an hour.
That's a breakneck speed in one of these. You definitely, and you got a motor meter. This is a deluxe model. Brass rad.
You know your Model Ts, don't you, Al? You own one?
No. No, my father had a 23 Pierce Arrow. And
Well, first time, wow.
These guys are always getting in my shots.
This is his first time actually in the village, too.
Wow. Well, they made Model Ts from 1908 through 1927. They were one of the first really affordable cars. This one, when it was brand new, cost about $500. That was about half a year's pay. But by 1920, they had them down to about $260. Wow. That was a couple of months' pay. And just about everybody bought them. They sold more than 15 million of these things. And they estimate that there's about 300,000 of them.
Still left stuff. But you can have any color you want as long as it was black. Yeah. Which wasn't exactly what he said, but it was damn close.
I was surprised at how much leg room. You know, you got plenty of room to stretch.
Oh, the carousel, yeah. Oh, okay. So how long have you been doing this?
6 years.
I'll be darned. Paid really well, or are you retired and just enjoy it?
I'm retired. They pay us a little bit, but it barely covers.
Oh, we're here already?
Yeah.
You were supposed to get lost, damn it.
Well,
Yeah, what?
next time I'll get lost.
Okay.
It might be. Well, it might always be. I think it always is today. But I didn't see the ballpark when we did our drive. Watch the horns go off.
So what happens is, and this is the most reproduced photograph in the world, in 1903, the Wright brothers feel they are ready to fly. They arrive on December the 14th, and then they flip a coin. Wilbur, the older brother, wins the coin toss because the older brother always wins the coin toss.
That's
I
the
know
shape.
that because I have no older brother. So Wilbur, and the plane takes off, but he crashes. And it takes them 2 days to repair this plane. But now on December 17th, 1903, at 10:30 in the morning, Orville climbs aboard, and they start down this 360-foot monorail on bicycle hubs, of all things.
Yeah, look at the
And
bike
at the
stands.
proper
Yeah.
time,
If you ever see those, I want them.
Wilbur is over here, Orville.
That's him.
afford to save up less than $1 or a simple basic brooch. And even if you made $1 a day, you'd save up enough to get at least one pin, pair of earrings. The man you'd have money to look up close so you can see it.
Oh yeah.
Like 90 or 100, yeah, 90 degrees.
Oh, wow.
Machinery came from the original Arlington and Sims machine shop, which was located in Providence, Rhode Island. Machine shop is built on what you call a lantern-style building. You can see there's a number of windows. Of course, before the advent of the electric lighting system, you used natural light. So many of these buildings were built on a north-south access to gain advantage of the morning sunlight and then again the evening sunlight. We are depicting this building as a machine shop might look about the year 1914. By that time, of course, we would have had lighting like you see here. And this would have been turned a job shop, not a production shop. These things again would be turned production due to the fact that only one item has steam engines. But this would have been a shop that you would have a variety of different parts being made, maybe machine parts, bicycle parts, sewing machine parts, or if you yourself were going to start your own business, you needed specific types of machines made. You would come to a machine shop like this, get together with a shop foreman and a draftsman.
You don't wear silk. Would you wear a silk blouse today? No. No, why not? Too hot. It doesn't breathe. Where the wool, will it take the moisture from your body?
Soil
and leak it away?
is from, has metallic iron oxide. It has iron oxide in the soil. So that's what gives it the red tone, and that's why you have the reddish tone to the china, to a number of the splayed pieces that are here.
The clay we get is from, our source is from Ohio, Kentucky, and Tennessee. Oh, and I'm right in John's way here. Okay. Okay, now, the thing of it is, we are, see, there's some more of those mugs now. They've been kept in that cabinet over there. We don't want it to become totally dry. We did form those, the bottom of those mugs a day or so ago. And now John is putting more or less putting the finishing touches to it and putting the handle on. And Kathy's working, Kathy's one of our decorators. She's decorating the butter crops. Let's see, they'll make those on Thursday. So here it is Saturday, and they've been finished, and now they're decorating them. So from forming the clay to decorating, and then we move forward to getting it ready for the kilns. We have to put it into our drying oven over there. Our drying unit is kind of a beige colored, real technical looking cabinet over there. And we lower the humidity and raise the temperature. We got to get started. We got to get that pottery used to sitting in a kiln at about 1880 degrees. So we got to do this nice and flat. There's some kind of tall bases. That's the first firing. That's where we make it more into a ceramic. And then after that, we're going to glaze. But there's all different stages of production.
If some native tells you to hop in, don't.
I do bring someone back, but you happen to be the person this time. So what we're printing up on our Washington Press now in our demonstrations is of our Sir John Bennett and the Phoenix Post Office. Now you see the handle right in front of you? Lift up and roll to the windows on your left. Now our Washington Press here is about 154 years old. The presses are starting to be produced in 1828, but ours dates to 1858. Now step over here a bit, and you're going to stand that side though. This way you don't get it right over here. Right over here. Right over, there we go. Now get a little bit closer and reach up and pull that till it stops. Oh, that's it. You just lowered, that's all we got to do. You just lowered 300 pounds per square inch. Did you feel that strong? You know, back before 1828, instead of pulling this, I would have been having you tighten a large bolt in the center. That would have been a lot harder to do. Now I'm going to grab hold of the rounds, so I'm going to go back the other way. So this is our devil's tail, that's the rounds, this is the platen, the frisket, and the taipan. And my roller is called a brayer. Now one of those words in there you're probably wondering, devil's tail. And that was because this young man would have started off as an apprentice when he was younger and shorter. He would have been doing all the cleaning in the building, including cleaning all the ink off of everything that was used, plus making the ink in the 1700s.
Heat up right over to the metal surface you want to solder. Transfer the heat from that iron until that surface is hot enough so when you touch solder to it, it melts and sticks. Now your other technique of soldering is using the jeweler's lamp here. This is a technique of soldering that you can use for small items like this in your shop. It's a wick lamp, alcohol blowpipe. Now this technique of soldering dates back thousands and thousands of years.
if you lived in Egypt during the time of the pharaohs and they're building the pyramids, you're using the same soldering technique to make their jewelry.
I shall have one of those.
Now, regardless which technique you use, the lamp or the irons, you still have to have something called a fluxing agent. And this is it. Does anybody recognize it? Do we have ballerinas in the crowd? You got it. Rosin goes on the toe shoes. Any violinists, cello players, baseball players, bowlers, they all use it. Rosin, sap from a tree. So what I do is take that rosin, crush it, heat it up slightly, it turns into a sticky glue, and I'm going to use it to prep my metal. Now it does two basic things. One is it cleans that metal and etches it, and secondly, it's going to direct the flow of the solder when it's melts. So in this case, we have two flux surfaces. We're putting them together. That means when that solder melts, it flows between the two pieces of metal as it melts. So it literally will get pulled to that area. So now we'll get this all fired up. Our lamp, wick lamp, alcohol blowpipe. Now if you're a blacksmith in your shop, you're going to need something called a bellows. A bellows is going to help add oxygen to the flame, it makes it burn hotter for you. For you, the tinsmith, you use your pipe to increase that temperature of the flame. And when you do that, you're going to get a torch effect. So now I have a little blowtorch here, and I can direct my flame anywhere I want. So I'm going to direct the flame to this area of the metal here, heat that metal up. As that metal heats, the solder melts, flux burns off, but it pulls that solder between the two pieces of metal.
Oh, wow. Really pretty.
And you can see how that fluxing agent just pulls that solder between the two pieces of metal. They're now fastened together. So as a tinsmith, in your shop, you're going to do everything by hand. You're going to use hand tools, hand operated.
This is what we're making. We call them candy cane bowls because we fuse candy canes to the surface of a bubble of glass to make the design. Every year we make a new cane. So if you are a part of our Liberty Crafters Collectors Club, you've probably gotten to notice that these are in the store. Last year we made a candy cane. And this year's colors are white and hyacinth, and hyacinth's a shade of purple. So we make these first before we can make the bowls. Good morning. Hello everybody, welcome. And then down at far end of the rail from the arenas where we would guests who purchase a hands-on opportunity to make a glass flower. If you'd like to make something out of hot glass, this is what you can do. If you're 14 years of age or older. Making flowers, traditionally how they train their apprentices to start learning how to shape glass. Instruments. Like this. They cut it down to about 4-inch lengths and laid it along a metal paddle. Got it really hot. When glass is hot, it's soft and sticky. They gave it a squeeze, the sticks stuck together. And that made a clear bubble, rolled it along those sticks, and they wrapped around the bubble. So that's what you can see it early on, how they got the design on. Whereas Grant's tucking the next one that just finished into an oven. That metal table he's using is called a marker. Flat table's a shaping tool. Anyone ever broke Play-Doh on a table knows how that works. Yep. Other tools that they use to shape the glass are heat. The furnace Matt's heating the glass in is 2,300 degrees Fahrenheit. Hot glass is soft glass. You can shape soft glass. The other tools they use are gravity. He's always turning that pipe because that glass is a thick liquid. If he stopped turning, what would happen to the bubble? Sag right off. And the other tool the glass blower uses pressure. When he blows on the blowpipe, air pressure is making the bubble bigger. When he presses on the table, pressure is smoothing the glass. When he uses hand tools, it's pinching and shaping. And they can never touch this with their hands. I mean, how challenging that is. Working with those temperatures with a liquid.
Does it stop?
Yeah. You gotta pick up more people.
Okay, here we go.
I love when they shoot the steam,
Steam
off
up the side.
The roundhouse goes back to 1884 out in Marshall, Michigan, and rebuilt here in the village in year 2000. This is where we repair and maintain our steam locomotives. There was at one time well over 10.
Awesome, thanks.
Waiting for something to happen. There's a whole lot of the park left over there.
Does are playing the Nationals, which is another village team.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
But these guys are the favorites, right?
The La-Di-Da's are favorites. I'll tell you what, I was
So Tom's a national.
30.
130?
Yes. But at 1:15 or a little before that, you'll see some of the players and the band run up. They have a parade from the village hall.
That's that thing. I know, sure. Right under here. Hey.
Oh, that's pretty. Whose home is this?
I don't know, but he's a stoner.
Yeah. Well, that's how you get fried.
Here, you want your acorn?
Well,
There's plenty of time for pictures.
look at this wall, man. Look at that wall.
This is my favorite house.
Huh?
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Just dig it up, lift it up. I don't
I mean,
know.
there's no.
Did you get your picture, Amber? Get your picture. Where are we going here?
I never know if I should just leave my camera on or turn it on and off.